welcome back to my channel. So first video of year 2022. That is so cool and so exciting to me. So today is a Tuesday, we're making tacos. I'm going to do Taco Tuesday every day this month. So the first taco that I'm going to be doing for the month, which is the taco I'm going to be making, tonight, is the chicken tinga taco. We've never had this before, so it's my first time doing it, and I can't find like an actual authentic recipe. Every single recipe I've come across is completely different. All have like the base ingredients are the same, and then obviously people just add things and recreate it as time goes on. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, but for now we're going to start marinating the chicken. Alright, so for the chicken marinade, it's going to be pretty simple. I got 2 chicken breasts in here. It worked out to be just over 500 grams, a quite big breast. So we've got a lime here. I'm going to do the juice of a full lime. To that we want some salt. I'm using the pink Himalayan salt. That's just what I got at the moment. Any salt is fine, but you just want about half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to go in for about a teaspoon of pepper. Cumin, I'm going to do about a teaspoon as well. And this, I am so glad I found this. Coles, I believe, doesn't stock it, but I found it at Woolies. This was the last jar. It's a chipotle in the adobo sauce. Never tried it. I did smell it. It smells so good. So with this one, it is the diced chilies is in this sauce. I can't get these actual chilies by itself and the adobo sauce by itself, but we needed both anyhow, so I just went with this because this is what I could find. So I'm going to do, I don't even know. Ooh, how much do I do? For the marinade, I'm probably just going to do a couple of tablespoons, but when we make the sauce, I can always add in some more if I feel like it needs to be a little bit more spicy. So we'll just start off with a couple of tablespoons. And doing my clean hand, I'm just going to mix it all together. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap this bowl and let it sit for a minimum of 1 hour. Preferably like 2, 3, 4 hours if you can. But I've started this kind of later than I was participating, so 1 hour is plenty. Well, it's not plenty, but like it'll be fine. So we'll come back in 1 hour. Alright, so in the slow cooker, I think traditionally people just do it in the frying pan. I was going to do it in the frying pan, and people just like to fry off the onions first. And fry off the onions and just let it simmer for a couple of hours. I'm just going to find it, because I've got a lot of other stuff happening today, I'm going to find it easy using the slow cooker. I don't think it'll matter too much. So I've already chopped up an onion. The chicken that we got marinating, I'm going to dump that all in as well, and try to get all this nice juicy saucy stuff as well. Do a tin of diced tomatoes, and then I'm going to fill up this can halfway full of water. And yeah, it's 400 grams of diced tomatoes. We got some water in there, and although we did use cumin to season, I'm still going to sprinkle on another half a teaspoon worth. And I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of dried oregano leaves as well. So I'm just going to give this just a quick mix and get that chicken all nice and coated in the sauce. Alright, so lid on. I'm going to put that on high for probably, because it is on slow cooker, it's probably going to cook for about 3 hours. Alright, so now that the chicken is on to cook, in my bowl here I just got some diced chunky pineapple. This is 432 grams of pineapple. I tried to drain as much juice as I could, because this is going to be for the pineapple salsa that's going to go on our tacos. So I got 1 red chili here. These are generally mild, these big ones. You can de-seed them if you want. I'm just going to do thin slices and put that in the bowl. Some coriander here. I'm just ripping off the stems and the leaves. To me, it doesn't bother me texture wise. If it bothers you, obviously pick off the leaves from the stems, but the stems, to me, it's just flavour, and it's all going to get chopped up nice anyhow. So, and that's to go in the bowl. I got a red onion here. I'm probably just going to use half. Alright, so just roughly finely chopped that onion. I could have probably gone a bit more, but I'm just very busy. But that is perfectly fine. I honestly don't mind that little chunky. and another lime. So we're going to roll it. This is what I've done as well with the lime for the chicken. I always do it for all my citruses. Always roll it to try and, like, I don't know, make it juicy. I don't exactly know what it does, but it definitely helps to make them juicy. And we're going to do the juice of one or half, maybe just half, because it is quite juicy. And then I'll keep this other half for the side for if somebody wants an extra bit of lime, they can just put it on themselves. Just give that a nice mix. Oh, that looks delicious. I could have as well probably chopped down the pineapple a bit because they are quite chunky, these chunks, but like I said, time today is just not on my side, and I don't really mind, to be honest. We'll just have a couple of pieces each taco. But my goodness, this looks and smells so refreshing and delicious. So I'm going to wrap that up and just let that chill in the fridge. But I definitely want to do this ahead of time just so the flavors can be all nice and infused together. So pineapple salsa is done. Alright, I got my pan here on medium-high heat. I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons of some olive oil. And sorry if you can hear my dishwasher in the background, but that's currently going. So olive oil there. Got corn on the cob. Just going to roll it and put it there. And we just kind of want to just char the corn. So while it's getting heated up, we will go over to shred the chicken from the slow cooker. Right, so I'm going to take the lid off. I've just stabbed it with a fork and it is nice and cooked. It smells delicious. I just went by the smell as it was cooking because obviously I couldn't go by taste because the chicken was raw with the sauce. So I just went by the smell, and I ended up putting in 2 more tablespoons of the chipotle in adobo sauce. So yeah, I haven't tasted it, I just went by the smell, but for now I'm just going to shred up this chicken. That corn in the background is so noisy, but that's okay. So yeah, we just want to shred this chicken. It's perfectly nice and cooked through. So as I shred this chicken, I'm just going to keep going back and forth just to toss the corn. And with the corn, we just want it nice and like charred in a way. So, alright, it is so loud in here, but that's okay. Chicken is all nice and shredded. So I'm just going to dump this all back into the pot with the sauce. I'm just going to give this a nice mix. And this is just going to soak up a lot of this sauce and just get so nice and flavorful. I have turned off the slow cooker, but obviously it's still hot. It's still got some heat to it, the temperature. So that's perfectly fine while we finish off the corn and do the tortillas. Alright, so these corns are nice and charred. It's a little bit darker than I was hoping for, but that's perfectly okay. This one worked out a lot nicer, I feel like. But that's fine. Now I'm going to turn this heat right down low. Actually, I'm going to turn that off because it is so hot. I'm just going to move over this side and I'll turn this one on like a low to medium heat. So the tortillas I'm using today are these Mexico One Night In corn tortillas. And we're just going to chuck them on. A little bit of oil there. They're not going to take long at all. But you just want a little bit of oil on these tortillas and just get them slightly heated, but the pan as well is still quite hot. I might turn the pan up just to medium because I don't want to get too cool, and that is perfect. Just when it's getting a little dry, I'm just going to do a tiny little drizzle of oil, flip it over. Just kind of get that oil around a little bit. Alright, time to multitask a little bit. While the tortillas are cooking, I'm going to get the corn off of the cob. So probably the wrong knife to do it with. Actually, I got the camera completely set up in the wrong way, but you just want to cut them down. Actually, this knife's fine. But yeah, just cut down. I know the camera's on the wrong side, so you kind of can't see properly. Alright, so I do major apologise for the lighting and the shadow. It's just how it is right now. So I'm going to assemble a few tacos on the board here just because, I don't know, I just feel like you need to eat tacos on a wooden board. I don't know. I just think it'd be fun, and it obviously would look quite nice. The cheese. So the cheese I got is this Mexican inspired cheese. So it's a blend of two cheeses, smoky chipotle cheddar and tasty cheese. I've never tried this blend before. I get nervous trying things, but that's alright. We'll try it. I do like the orange look to it, to be honest, so it should be all okay. And now I just put our chicken in the bowl here. It gets so dark every time I go up close. So there's obviously a lot of liquid. And I don't want these to get soggy, so I'm going to try and drain off some of this liquid, but just put a little bit on each one. Because that chicken did definitely absorb a lot of liquid, so there's definitely a lot of flavour in here. But honestly, it's about a teaspoon worth of chicken, a heaped teaspoon worth of chicken I'm placing on each one. Alright, pineapple salsa. So I did end up chopping down some of the pineapple pieces a little bit. But I'm still going to just try and spread out just two over. Try to do two pieces over it. Alright, and our charred corn. I'll just do a little bit on the side there. And sour cream, I'm just going to do a little dollop on the side and try to spread it out. Oop. And then if people obviously want to add some more, they can. That looks so good. So we obviously got the grilled corn, the pineapple salsa, the cheese, the chicken, some lime there. I'm so excited for this. So first taco, I've never made a taco from scratch like this. I always just buy the taco kits and Bob's your uncle, I got a taco. So I just love how it's nice and fancy. Well, to me it's fancy because like I said, it's different. So there's a close up of the taco. And pretty much, I do remember once I went to Melbourne and we went to a Mexican restaurant or Mexican cafe and they had tacos and it was all in the center. So that's like the kind of style I was going for. But obviously you can just kind of spread it out. So I'm going to spread it out to make sure I get a bite of everything in my first bite, especially that pineapple, because I think it's going to be delicious. Right. Wow. Oh no. It's that juicy now. I was going to say, our chicken absorbs so much liquid. It's so juicy. Wow. Oh yeah, well this is definitely a win. I'm making such a mess. I should really eat over the plate, but that's absolutely incredible. And yeah, you definitely do. Oh my god. Oh, that corn. You definitely only need a little bit of each ingredient. Oh my god, I'm making the biggest mess. And the spice is definitely there. I can't remember if I said it, but obviously when it was cooking I couldn't taste the sauce because it was raw chicken. I feel like I started saying this but I forgot to finish it. But I did add in, I just went by the smell and it smelled quite tomatoey, so I did add in an extra 2 tablespoons of the chipotle in adobo. sauce. A pineapple on my teeth. That is incredible. Definitely a keeper. I love it. I love it so much. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out my future videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a cash stuffing. Also, I'll just really like mention it here. This year I'm going to try really hard to do like a schedule. So I pretty much want to upload Monday to Friday with my cash stuffings. If you do watch that as well, that's going to be up. I'm changing it from fortnightly to weekly. So each week there will be a cash stuffing video. So if you're not into those videos, I do apologise. But it's only one video a week, and there'll be 4 other cooking videos each week. So hopefully that will like balance it all out, hopefully. So thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.